What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. It has been an entire year since the last time that I posted on this channel, and I want to give you some updates where things are at. Check in with you, maybe give you some updates what's going to be going on here in the next little bit on the channel. Good news is I think that I'm going to reactivate the channel. Pomp and circumstance falls from the sky, and excitement that Jake Kent is back on YouTube because everybody has been waiting, all 12,800 of you. No, it's been an interesting year. I'll tell you what's been going on, the future of the channel. The good news is, though, I'll make some more videos about hair. Good news, I'll be also making some more videos of just about what's going on in my life. You know, a lot of changes have happened. I'll tell you about those. And something that I'm going to be undergoing here in the next week or so is actually a surgery to, in my definition, become a better man, a more dangerous man. I'm getting a ginormous penis. No, I'm joking. But I'll let you know about that kind of stuff, and I'm actually really nervous about it at the same time. But yeah, I wanted to check in. So, anyways, enough down to it. What has the last year been? Well, the last year, I have been on the road traveling. I have been, if you want to call it, digital nomading. I've been doing that, but it's more like slow madding, if you will, spending months in a place at one particular time before moving on. I started in Bali, and I was there for 2 months. Then I went to Cape Town for a month, Cape Town, South Africa. Went to Portugal, an island, a series of islands in Portugal called the Azores Islands off the coast of Portugal. It's about 1,000 kilometers more or less away from the coast, and spent a month there. Then I went to Mexico for about 4 or 5 months, and then I've been down in Colombia for about 5 months now, and about to start another adventure. In that process, a lot of things have happened. Starting out with hair, I've kind of proven that you can do this while traveling all across the world. That you don't need a specific barber. You can train barbers. You can manage this stuff if you're traveling across the world. You can do it all. I've proven that. I've done it, led the charge, and trained barbers along the way, which has been really, really cool. And I think I look pretty damn good. You know, I think I look pretty awesome. And along the way, guess what? I've actually met a ton of people that have been subscribed to this channel. It's pretty crazy. I have 12,000, 13,000 subscribers here. And I met a ton of you along the road. People just recognizing me in these crazy places of the world. And what's even more is that I've met people in their journey, and they've actually taken the jump because they met me in real life, which has nothing to do with me. It's just that they were considering it, and then they saw it in real life. They saw a little bit more evidence, gave them a little bit of support, and then decided to take the journey, which has been really awesome, including somebody I've known for 10 years who saw me in real life for the first time with the hair, and he decided that he was going to start this journey for himself. But it's happened about 10 times in the past year where people have kind of started this journey after seeing me in real life, which is really cool. And I feel really honored to I've gone around the world, and something so small and niche like this has brought me closer to some people. And actually, one of my very good friends now, a couple of my very good friends, have come out of hair. Michael Joseph is another YouTube channel. I met him because of hair. I moved to Utah, not for him, but that was also kind of like I knew somebody there. My life fell apart in Utah, but that's another story. And since then, I've met more cool people with hair, so it's only done good things for me. That being said, you know, I think that I'll continue to start making videos on hair. I'm in a much different time in my life than I was a year ago, but the past 2 years were crazy. You know, I had a major shift in my life when my last relationship ended. That, for better or for worse or for whatever it was, it completely rocked me to my core and changed my life. I also, at that same time, had kind of 2 businesses that kind of went under right before everything with my relationship cracked apart. And I also, because of my relationship, I was not emotionally present. I wasn't psychologically present. I honestly did want to die. I was not here. I lost about $100,000 worth of my personal money in investments that I could have pulled out, wanted to pull out, but I just didn't have any emotional bandwidth. I didn't have any psychological or energetic bandwidth. So I took some major L's in 2022. And that all came after, I drank ayahuasca, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but I had a lot of things change in my life because I drank ayahuasca. A lot of things I realized that I needed to change, and then everything fell apart. That could be bad, depending on how you look at it. It could be good. It was the fertile ground to make a lot of changes. And a year later, I spent 1 year really learning how to be good at high ticket sales. And I did get good at it, very, very good at it. And since then, I've worked with some of the best people in the world, some of the best brands in the world, people that you might know, and made a good amount of money doing it. But when I hit Bali last year, once again, just went deeper inside of realizing this is not 100% what my soul's calling is. This is not the last version of Jake. Is not just to be in sales. And that was really hard for me to comprehend because sales was like the only thing. Well, I had working out, like CrossFit, but sales was the thing that I put myself into after the breakup, because it was like mentally what I did is I said, I'm going to show you, my ex, everything. Like, I can do anything. I am everything. It was supposed to be like this big fuck you. Not to her, but it was for myself, right? Like, wish her all the best. But in my head, I needed to prove to myself that it's gonna sound crazy or just silly, but that like I was worth something, that I was valuable, that I was worth loving, right? Is like all it boils down to. And that I was capable, and that I had a future. When I got to Bali, all of that shifted, and I realized like I didn't have that dirty fuel. What is dirty fuel? Dirty fuel is like when you feel something pushing you because of anger, hate, sadness, rage, like any of those things, and you just feed off of it. It's what like helps you keep going. And I just realized I didn't have that anymore. And I was getting too far away from it. And I started to hit kind of a bit of a crisis mode of like, well, what do I do? Like, I'm losing my source of energy here. And that was propelling me. It was causing all my actions and how I was making choices. And now it's gone. So the past year, I continued working, and I've had a lot of ups and downs, like a lot of hits and misses, and like dreams and collapses. But I'm here, number one, which is awesome. Cha-ching. But I've really gotten to know myself very well, which is, I think, a very noble path for any man. To get to know yourself truly, like not just like I'm going to make a lot of money or I'm going to get a lot of women or anything like that, but like really like know yourself. What do you care about? What are your values? Why do you treat people a certain way? What is your integrity? Can you get rid of that good boy syndrome of just wanting to please people or be good for being good, let alone owning what you really want? Those are all things that I've had to face, and I honestly would love to talk about it on this channel. I'd love to move into just helping men, that's always been the goal of this channel. But yeah, so that's kind of been where things have been going over the past year. And I've been slowing down recently. Like I've been doing a lot less. I stepped out of sales. I'm doing some consulting, which has been amazing. And with that has brought another crisis of identity of like, well, now completely slowed down, void of like making all this money, the potential that I had. What is important to this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this person that I have to learn how to love deeply, unconditionally? It's been an amazing process, hard process, but all things that are hard are worth it. All things that are worth it are hard. I think that's the right way to say it. Anyways, I am going to be getting back into talking about hair and helping people. One of the things, I'll put it down below as well, but contact me on Instagram if you need some hair. Number one, I can do consultations for like 30 minutes for $50. It's not a way to make money, but it's just like, hey, and I value my time. If you need help on specific things, you have this channel, but if you need my help specific, you just want the answers, you have it. But second, if you want hair for way cheaper than you can get it from, LaVivid, I have a like corporate license, which gives me prices that are way below what you could get them for. So just hit me up and you win. I can order it for you if you know what you want. So that's available to you. On this channel, I think I'm going to start talking a little bit about men's health, men's mental health, just the things that I'm going through, just to document what I'm going through. Resonates, cool. If not, also good. As well as next, like 2 weeks, I'm going to be having a surgery. I'm going to be having essentially like a tummy tuck and some liposuction. Why? Because over the past 2 years, 15 years ago, I lost about 80 pounds. I was morbidly obese by doctor's definitions when I was a teenager, and I lost a lot of weight. And since then, the gym has been a very important part of my life, and I've continued to try to stay active and fit. And over the past year and a half, really, I've continued to lose weight. Like I'm down at around 190 pounds from, I was like 215 before. But here's the thing, I look really good, really, really good. But I have not only fat deposits that I have not been able to get rid of without even starving myself. And second, I have loose skin. I have loose skin that bothers me. And you know what? I look pretty good. But it's something that's an insecurity of mine, and that has been an insecurity of mine for a long time. And as I've looked at becoming the best version of myself, and that doesn't mean looking good for other people. It means being as secure as possible. I had two choices. One is like, let that thing go forever and don't even care about it, or actually do something about it. Because every time I look in the mirror, it bothers me. Every time I look in the mirror, it hurts me. Every time I look in the mirror, like I'm self-conscious about it. Anytime I'm with a woman, it's not a huge thing, but it's a little subconscious, or I'm a little self-conscious about it. So I am going to fix it. I'm going to get it surgically handled because I cannot seem to get a grasp on it. So I'm nervous and scared because I've never had surgery really before, that I go into general anesthetic. But the theme behind it that I want to, I'm going to probably make a whole video on it, actually. This is just an update video, but I'll give you a whole video after it on that topic. So that's going to be going on. And then, I don't know, I'm learning Spanish. I've been learning Spanish since I got to Mexico, and I decided I was going to make it a very, very big thing. And I was going to finally learn how to do it. Why? Number one, when I was 17 or 18, no, probably 20, I met a group of Argentinians that came to New York, and they were some of the most fun people ever. I had such a blast with them, and I loved them, and I hopelessly fell in love with one of them. It was just an amazing woman. We never did anything, we never were dating, but I loved them. I loved the culture, and ever since then I've been very infatuated with Latin culture. I moved to Rome for 6 months, started learning Italian, and I've dated mostly Latinas. The ex that some of you have seen on this channel was Latina, and I said I was going to learn Spanish when I was with her, understand her culture, understand her. I didn't. So I've been learning for about 8 months now, and that's a very big part of my life, is learning language, because I want to be fluent. I will probably live my whole life in South America, Central America, and Southeast Asia from here on out, maybe Europe, but I have no reason. I never expect to go back to the United States right now. It's not a life that I miss. It's not a life that I want. It's not a life that I need. And that's a whole video in itself. I have so many things to share with you guys. But these are the things that I've been doing in my life and really finding my way. which has been really challenging, physically, spiritually, emotionally, professionally. Like, I'm really sinking deep into this stuff, and I feel grateful and blessed that I have the capacity to do this while traveling, that I have the capacity to be moving around the world and figuring out what is right for me. Where do I want to be? Who are my people? I've been blessed with meeting amazing people, like some of the people that are going to be in my life forever. Some amazing women that I've shared sometimes, months with. Some less time, some more time. Women that, all could be like the one if they were the right one, the right time, right place. And I feel very blessed. God, the universe, or just life experience has shown me, there's abundance out there. There's abundance of, like, if you step into who you are and what you really want and express it, which I'm learning how to express myself better these days, but my emotions, that it's out there. You'll find your energetic match. Another video. But there's so little to feel lack over in this world if we're brave enough to just go out and experience it. That doesn't mean life is going to be all good. It's going to be all perfect. It just means you got to be brave as men. You have to be brave and go forward into the unknown and trust. So it's a little bit about me. I can't wait to see some comments down below. I can't wait to see the people down below that are like, ugh, you look like crap. Just like the typical hair system comment stuff. But it's good to be back. It's good to see you all. I hope you're well. I'm very well. Very, very well. I'm going to take you along on a lot of the journeys that I'm on now, but it's from a different place. So take care, and I will see you all soon.